It's interesting. Sometimes I've heard those things called OOPS, out of place species, which is the best acronym of all time, obviously. Sometimes it's a creature that gets away it's a creature that doesn't belong in that area, right? Sometimes it gets away from something else. Sometimes maybe it sets up shop, right? There's always invasive species. A good example of what you just talked about is Peninsula, Ohio. Peninsula, Ohio every year celebrates Python Days because in the 70s, maybe it was 50s or 70s, a python started terrorizing the town. They don't know where it came from, escaped pet, circus, giant python, scaring people. They couldn't catch it. They kept waiting for it to eat the wintertime, so hopefully it would just die. Wintertime came, they couldn't find it. So to this day, you know, half a century, 75 years later, every Python Day, they start wrapping snakes. It's almost like Garland to them. They wrap snakes around their banisters and their mantelpieces. They have a parade of pythons. So that's an example of something that became not really a legend, right? Because they didn't turn this python into something fantastical. It didn't like become a different creature. It's still just a python. That's a creature that actually exists. But they turned it into a symbol of the town somehow, either because it's funny, for whatever reason. So there's a lot of emotions that go into that. It could be people just find delight. Again, you just told me that story the first time I found it's a funny story. It's like, oh, a monkey running through the woods of New Hampshire and everybody trying to find it, and August, first responders getting interviewed about monkeys is like delightful to me, right? So I think that's part of it, right? There's a bit of whimsy in it, and again, a bit of wonder as well. So I think that's part of it, because for you to like throw a party around it, become an identity or a opportunity to celebrate, you kind of don't have to, you kind of can't take it seriously, right? There's a difference between a church celebration and a Halloween celebration, right? One is sacred, they have to be a little more august. The other is just a party, right? So these things that turn into like Mothman festivals, yeah, especially when there's like civic leaders involved in officiating it, they're having fun with it. I think that's the important part. That's what turns it into something bigger than it was. Because otherwise, it's easy to just write off as, you can tell that story in a way where it's boring, right? Oh, a monkey was found in the woods of New Hampshire and got away. At the end, right? And it's a boring story. But if you see the whimsy in it, that's what makes it bigger and bigger and bigger. I'll tell you what doesn't turn it into something bigger is somebody, the other side of that is somebody being super serious about it, right? Being like, no, that's a devil monkey. That's literally a supernatural creature. I'm going to study it. I'm going to become that guy, right? I'm going to study it until my hair gets long, until I lose my family, right? It doesn't turn into anything when somebody does that. It's when somebody says, that's awesome. I'm glad that happened. How can we continue that spirit, right? So I think that's how it turns into something bigger.
It doesn't mean the story stopped for us. I mean,
yeah,
kind of going around.
I consider the story still very open-ended. I don't think that we, especially since Kimball has passed away at this point, I don't think we'll ever really figure out what happened.